So that foundational data set is for the EPA's lead and copper revision rule, or LCRR. That's what we're all here to learn about. So I'd like to go over those requirements. So we know the new LCRR was announced in December of 2021, and it goes into effect October of 2024. Rules really intended to better protect communities from exposure to lead in drinking water. And the biggest immediate impact to utilities is the requirement to develop and submit your service line inventory to your state primacy agency. That needs to be done October of 2024. So that's around 18 months from now. And there are some must-haves and some nice-to-haves as part of that rule. So on the must-haves, you do need to include all of your service lines, regardless of active status. So if it's going to an abandoned home, you need to include it. That means anything without exclusions as well. So you need to include irrigation lines, fire lines, that's in there as well. And really the big important one is you have to include the public side. So a lot of utilities might have some information on the private side, but don't have a whole lot on the public side since you don't own it. And then there's some nice to haves. So getting it out to the public. So if you're over 50,000 population, you do need to make it publicly available. If you're under that, you have to make it available on request. So just getting that out to the public automatically, as like a web map that they can browse to, is going to really help out. There's some expansiveness to the inventory that you can track. So details on like plumbing components, interior plumbing, lead solder type of building, that should all go in there as well. So that's more the property level and the internal premise information. So it goes a little beyond the service line. So this past August, the EPA released these guidelines for the inventory. They put out a spreadsheet, which can help you adapt, or which can be adapted to help you set up your inventory. Some states are already adopting the spreadsheet. Some states are adopting it and making some minor changes. But it's a really good start. So it captures a lot of the common asset information, such as material, diameter, installation date, as well as the source of that material and the method of verification. Also serves as a good guide for the data that needs to be collected. So I recommend perusing that if you haven't seen it. It's up on EPA's website.